So concrete, as I said, it is the upgraded version of the mortar. Along with cement, sand, and water, we will be adding one more ingredient, that is coarse aggregates. That is coarse aggregates. I will show you a picture of the concrete. Here you can see the mixture of cement, sand. Uh, it is also called as in civil engineering terminology. It is also called as fine aggregates, coarse aggregates, and water. That will constitute the concrete. That will constitute the concrete. Okay, here you can see on the right picture, it represents the concrete. Left picture represents various ingredients that are used to prepare the concrete. Okay, so these are the various aggregates that are used to prepare the concrete, and these aggregates are available in several sizes. Okay, 12.5 mm down, 20 mm down aggregates, then 40 mm down aggregates, like that, depending upon the structural component that you are building, and depending upon the total size of the structural component, and depending upon the total grade of the concrete required, we will choose suitable size of the aggregate to be used for making the concrete, and we will prepare the concrete. Okay, and you can see in this picture mortar. Okay, picture of the mortar, uh, and even you can see its application. Okay, for constructing the wall it is used, right? Therefore the concrete means what? It is the mixture of cement, sand, water, and the coarse aggregates. Okay, that will contribute to uh, this concrete. Okay. Then coming to the types of concrete, basically there are three types of concrete. Three types of concrete. First one is the plain cement concrete. Shortly it is called as PCC. Okay. Then second one is reinforced cement concrete. Shortly it is called as RCC. Okay. I think you people have heard this name, RCC, RCC. People will call no? RCC. Which is nothing but its its full form is what? Reinforced cement concrete. Reinforced cement concrete. Then the third one is pre-stressed concrete. Pre-stressed concrete. So I'll be discussing in detail about all these types of concrete. Okay. First one is plain cement concrete. Plain cement concrete means it is simply the mixture of cement, sand, aggregates, and the water. Okay. The mixture of cement, sand, aggregates, and the water, that is called as plain cement concrete. And this concrete is available in different grades. Okay, similar to the grade of cement. Okay, yesterday we have seen, no, we have discussed there are three different grades of cement available in the market. That is 33 grade, 43 grade, and 53 grade. Similar to that, we have different grades of the concrete. We have different grades of the concrete. That is that grade is represented by a number, that is M10, M15. Here you can see here M10, M15, M20, 25, 30, 35, 40, up to, I can say up to, it may cross 200 sometimes. Okay, M200 concrete also we have nowadays. Okay, we are able to develop M200 concrete as well. Okay, then here these numbers, numerical numbers, will represent the compressive strength of the concrete after 28 days of curing. Okay, if I say M10, okay, if I say M10 concrete, it represents the compressive strength of the concrete after 28 days of curing is 10 Newton per mm square, or 10 megapascal. Okay, if I say M20 grade of concrete, which is nothing but the compressive strength of the concrete after 28 days of curing is 20 Newton per mm square. That is the meaning. Okay. Likewise, we are able to manufacture the concrete up to or more than 200 Newton per mm square. For our normal constructional works, or for our normal construction works for construction of this normal residential buildings and uh, construction of these apartments, we generally use M20 grade, M20 and M25 and maximum M30 grade of concrete we will use. Okay. For slabs and all, we will be using M20 or M25 grade of concrete, and for columns, we will use slightly higher grade, that is M30 concrete, M30 grade of concrete we will be using. And for beams, okay, beams, normally we will go for M25 grade of the concrete. Okay. Uh, so the grade represents compressive strength of the concrete after 28 days of curing. Okay, then question comes how to achieve these grades, how to achieve this strength of the concrete. Okay, for example, if you want to prepare a concrete with the M20 grade, how to prepare that question comes now. It mainly depends on the proportions of the various ingredients of the concrete. Okay, just by varying the proportions of ingredients of the concrete, we will be able to achieve these grades. Okay, and we have some standard proportions for these grades of concrete. See, for if you want to prepare M10 grade of concrete, then here the proportion is given. Okay, proportion is given, that is 1:3:6. 1:3:6 means 1 portion of cement, 3 portion of sand, and 6 portion of aggregates. Means if you are taking 1 kg of cement, you should take 3 kg of sand and 6 kg of coarse aggregates. Okay, coarse aggregates means what I have shown now here. These aggregates in normal language you will call it a jelly, correct? In normal language you will call it a jelly. These are the coarse aggregates. Okay, the proportion between cement, sand, and coarse aggregate is how much? 1:3:6. If you maintain this proportion now, you will be able to achieve M10 grade of the concrete. Then if you want to achieve, or if you want to cast M15 grade of concrete, what should be the proportion to be maintained? 1 portion of cement, 2 portion of sand, and 4 portion of aggregates. For M20 grade of concrete, this is the proportion: 1:1.5:3. 1 portion of cement, 1.5 portion of sand, and 3 portion of coarse aggregates. For M25, this is the proportion: 1 portion of cement, 1 portion of sand, and 2 portion of aggregates. You can just observe one thing in these proportions. As the grade of the concrete increases, okay, as the grade of the concrete increases, the cement content will also increases. The cement content will also increases. See here for M10 grade, you can see 1:3:6. Total how many portions are there? 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. Out of 10 portion, only 1 portion is the cement. Okay, for M15 grade of concrete, you can just observe total portions is how much? 1:2:4 is there. 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Out of 7 portion, 1 portion is the cement. Okay, which means there is slight increase in the quantity of the cement. Here you can see for M20 grade of the concrete. Okay, 1:1.5:3. 3 plus 1.5, 4.5 plus 1, 5.5. Out of 5.5 portions, 1 portion constitute the cement. Finally, if you see for proportion of M25 grade, M25 grade, 1:1:2 means out of 4 portion, 1 portion is the cement, means 25% of the volume is cement only. Okay. By this, what we can understand is higher the cement added, then higher will be the compressive strength up to some limit. Okay. It's not that you can add more cement and you will get more strength up to certain limit. Okay, up to some point, up to some certain limit, as you increase the quantity of the cement, the strength of the concrete will increases. Okay, after this quantity reaches to some threshold value, then the strength will decreases. Okay, you cannot use reverse in reverse way. You cannot use three portions of cement, one portion of sand, and 0.5 portion of coarse aggregate. Okay, so it has got some limit. Its application means the addition of this cement is also got some limits. Okay, that is about plain cement concrete and its grade. The next is factors influencing strength of plain cement concrete that we will discuss in the next class. Okay. Please be online. I will take the attendance.